Hello, today I'm going to make one of Ghana's most popular drinks, Sobolo. This drink is a favorite of many, so let's learn how to make it. First, you're going to need your hibiscus leaves or Sobolo leaves. This is how it looks like when you go to the market. Just tell them that you need Sobolo leaves for Sobolo and they are going to provide that for you. I'm using about 1 cup of Sobolo leaves. The next thing I'm also going to add will be my lemons, which are cut into different sizes. I'm going to be using some cloves and grains of Selim, known as pepper and hwentia. Some people also add a formisa. Then I'm going to be using my dried pepper, also known as mekojane or mesonwa. Then I'm also going to be using some ginger, also known as akikedru. I'll also be using an extra ingredient which is hardly used but also has its own health benefits and flavor. I love the taste it added to my Sobolo and I entreat people to also try it. The final thing will be our pineapple, which will be used as our sweetener. If you have vanilla or pineapple essence, you can also add that. First, I'll make sure to wash my pineapple thoroughly as I'll use the pineapple skin in preparation of the Sobolo. So I'm going to be cutting the head off since we're not going to be using that, and then also the bottom part. Then I'll cut them into these circle shapes so that it's easier for me to peel them. Sometimes peeling pineapples can be a bit of a headache, but I found that this is one of the easiest ways to peel my pineapples. So once you cut them into circles, you place the knife at this point and then take off the skin. It's pretty easy. So I'll do that for all the other pineapples I've cut, and then the next thing I will do is to cut them into smaller chunks for blending. So as you can see here, I'm cutting them into smaller chunks so that when I'm blending, it wouldn't be too much of a hassle for me. I'm not going to be adding any water to the pineapple. That's why I'm cutting them into smaller chunks. And as we all know, pineapple has a whole lot of liquid in them. So even if you don't add any water, it's going to be pretty easy to blend it. You can also keep some of the blended stuff and then add it to the Sobolo once you're done. But then I added all my blended stuff to it before boiling. So as you can see, I'm placing all the smaller chunks into my magic bullet, and then once I'm done, I'll go and blend that and set it aside so it's ready to be added to the Sobolo. On to the most important part, adding the ingredients. So I have washed my Sobolo leaves thoroughly. Make sure to wash it very well, as sometimes most times it's very dirty from how it's processed. Make sure to take out all the dirt and then wash it as many times as you can. Then after that, I'm going to be adding my sliced or cut up lemons, as many as you want, and I'm going to be adding the cloves and then the grains of Selim, which is the pepper and hwentia. If you have a formisa, you can add that. I'm also going to be adding my ginger, and then the dried pepper, also known as mekojane, goes in next. It's very hot, so make sure you know your tolerance before you add too much. As you can see, this girl likes her Sobolo hot, so there's a lot of pepper. Next, add your Prekese to the mixture. Next, we're going to add the pineapple skin. As I said, you need to wash it very well because you're going to be adding it to the Sobolo. It also has its unique flavor that it adds to the Sobolo. Then next, we're going to add our blended pineapples to the mixture. You can keep some of these aside and squeeze it and add it to the Sobolo once it's done, or you can add everything like I did. Next, add your desired amount of water based on how light or thick you want it. I added about 3 of these calabash, the big calabash size, because I wanted it to be not too thick for me but still has all the flavor in it. So after that, after adding all the water, you can see how beautiful it's looking. It's looking very interesting with all the different textures and all that. So you cover it and then you get ready to cook it. for the cooking of the sobolo, you don't want to cook it too much. You don't want to let all the nutrients and the ingredients escape. So about 10 minutes on fire, about medium heat should be fine, and then it's ready. Once it's ready, you can allow it to cool before you drain, because if it's hot, it can cause a whole lot of problems if you mistakenly spill it on yourself. So I advise that you let it cool a bit before you decide to drain. So you can use a cheesecloth, you can use a drain or a sieve. Any of these is fine. Carefully pour your sobolo into your drain and then into a different bowl, so that once it's done, you have your sobolo mixture or your sobolo ready. This looks so yummy, and the aroma alone was just amazing. The Prekese added its own unique smell and unique taste to it. So next, you add your sweetener. I added a bit of sugar. You add it according to your preference. Thank you very much. And then I served mine with ice because it wasn't so chilled. I served mine with ice, and oh my goodness, it was so refreshing. I couldn't just get enough of it. So I'm entreating everybody to try this sobolo recipe. It's one of the best on the market. Trust me, everybody should try, and don't hesitate to add the Prekese because it has its own unique flavor, its own unique taste, and I guarantee you are going to enjoy it very much. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, share and like this video, and let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Till next time, it's bye.